There we go. Okay. I thought I had unmuted. Turns out the button didn't unmute. Now we're good though. Welcome in, guys. Are there new drops? I believe they will be tomorrow. Not yet. Make sure you get all your other drops done though. No ham? What a shame. I know, it's so depressing, man. At least I have you in here. Ham of a sort. Maybe that's the good luck. I need you in here when I open a bunch of crystals. Also, congrats on being first Wolverine Lee with the deuces as well for the silver medal. And then Swiss rounds out the podium. Meanwhile, Twitch, Charles, Samir, and Cade. Welcome in, guys. Use your 3 to 4 tech gem on Ironheart. That's a good choice, I think. Croatia, Portugal just ended. Did Portugal take that one? I know a lot of people have talked about how good Portugal was. At least I feel like I've seen that. Okay. We're gonna get to this in just a second, you guys. Let's give the people some time to filter in, shall we? We'll just auto the daily, as is our normal ritual. Do it with... Who haven't I done the daily auto farm with in a minute? Let's use auto farmer Ruby. I wonder how she'll do. It's in the 100 bit. Oh, it's still going? Wait, you said it just ended. So they're in the extra time now? So it was going to be over, but then it was like, psych, that goal doesn't count. It's not over now. Man, soccer's confusing. "17 minutes of stoppage time." So that's like the time that the USA had, like 10 minutes yesterday, right? Like that's the exact same thing. Also, man, they did not need to give Ruby Thursday that victory pose. Can I just say that? Yeah, 17 minutes is a ton, dude. At least you get that time back as a viewer. I think that's actually a pretty cool part of the game. I wish we had that in like football or something. You'd get so much extra time. I feel like the officials spend so much time deliberating stuff. I don't know if that would count towards the time or not, but... Yo, welcome in overnight. Welcome in. Dude, I'm so excited. I love our bingo. It's so fun. It's probably my favorite thing on the stream to do. And we're going to actually get to watch it live tomorrow. Unless I get hit with a meteor. Or my computer explodes for reasons unknown. Tower is probably the best XP source. I think the super duper charged XP source is pretty good. It's 3 minutes of stoppage time, but one side is in an attacking position and it's 2 minutes over the stoppage time. The game continues until the attack ends. That's interesting. Yeah, that sounds really complicated. I'm glad I don't have to deal with the rules there. What's wrong with Ruby's pose? If you have to ask, I don't feel like I need to explain. Nor should I. I don't mean to draw attention to it or anything, but dude, how is this fight still going on? Just throw the special. There we go. That works too. Man, if every sport had stoppage time, that would be cool. Portugal took it. Nice. Yeah, well done, Portugal. Good job. Good job. I mean, it's not going to matter anyway, because eventually you will encounter the buzzsaw that is Team USA. But you did good. You did good. I still need to use my rank 4 Ruby. I ranked her up just on rep alone. This is a family game. That is true. It is a family game, Elijah. You're right. That's why I didn't go into particulars. Hey, that would actually be really funny overnight. But if they did that, people would just blitz content with it. Maybe they do it, but that champion can only be used in arena. Yeah, don't worry about it, Wolverine. Maybe I won't auto fight with Ruby Thursday in the future. Or maybe I will. It might boost viewership. They play Spain. So, Samir, okay. Your bias completely aside, who is like the #1 seeded team? Like, who is looking like they have it on lock right now to win the whole thing? France? Are they usually like a juggernaut that just goes beast mode, or is this just kind of a special year? Because like when I think of France, no, you know what? I do think of soccer, I guess, or football. And the only reason I think that is from the Pink Panther movies. I'm going to be honest. With Yves Gluon, is he still on the team? Does he still raise the Pink Panther to the sky? Okay, so it would be a major upset if they lost then. Would I consider myself a summoner? It depends how I'm feeling when I wake up for the day. Fulfill. Sometimes I feel like I'm summoning, sometimes not. Just kind of depends. So the closest team would be England, Spain, and Argentina. See, those are, I think, like Argentina is a team I feel like I've heard chatter that they're pretty good. And they usually tend to be pretty good. Wolverine. Ruby makes me feel a certain way. Absolutely. Yeah, she does. She makes me feel like she's a good champion. That's the way I feel. Very talented defender. And all those teams are still in it, I assume, that you mentioned, that are like typically on top. Messi is from Argentina? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a soccer name I've heard. Maybe it's just rigged for the views, Samir, and the gambling. Messi. Is it actually pronounced Messi, or is there like some fancy way to actually say it? And then everybody just says Messi because it's like the uncultured way. It feels like one of those names. It's literally just Messi? Oh, okay. How ironic would it be if he never cleaned his room? That's a lot of money, Zemo. I know soccer players get paid stupid amounts of money, particularly if you have like the name recognition of Messi or like Ronaldo. You can, dude, if you're ever down bad as like one of those big time soccer players, you can literally just autograph a pair of cleats and then sell them on eBay. Boom, millions of dollars. It's such a money hack. It's insane. Oh, big time crit. Rintra, you have been blessing us in raids lately, my man. Are you now realizing the Super Bowl isn't the biggest sporting event? I think it is for the countries that it's developed in. I feel like I think soccer has it just because a lot more countries play it. There's only one NFL. You know? I don't think you can draw the same equivalence. I'll look at that later. I mean, I've known for a long time soccer is like the most popular sport. Check Discord. All right, Samuel, just give me a minute. Can do. And then we're gonna hop over and start working on the bingo card. What would you consider like is Messi top 1 of all time? Where would he slot in? Who is like the undisputed soccer GOAT? Or is it too disputed? Like nobody really knows. Like, do people waffle back and forth, or is there one guy who's just like the king? It's Ronaldo or Messi. Now is that just like recency bias though? Because they're kind of like the current names and they're like very fresh on people's memories. Is there anyone before them though that would have any sort of contention to it? Are we going to suggest? We are overnight. Yeah, just give me a second. Oh my gosh, dude. Gotta send me your spider ham. Man, you got him Ascension 2 as well. And, man. You gotta get that Ant-Man relic taken up, man. It makes a big difference for him. But very nice pull, dude. All right. You did get him shiny, yeah. That's freaking... I'm so jelly. Recency bias. They've been doing this for nearly 20 years. So they're just like escaping father time, I guess. Tomorrow's stream by Kabam will be interesting. Oh, I'm sure people will be perfectly reasonable in the Twitch comments. That's going to be exciting. That being said, if you watch Kabam's live stream tomorrow on our stream, it's going to be awesome. And the reason it is going to be awesome is because we play Kabam, aka our version of bingo. Now, what we're doing this stream currently is we are going to swap out some of our squares for some different squares because Thorax gameplay not really gonna matter anymore. Just stuff like that. Just switch things up. And yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna be able to watch the live stream live this time instead of just doing it at night. So make sure and tune in when the time is right for that as well. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some squares really quick. We're going to get rid of Thorax gameplay. Bonk. We're going to get rid of Stellar Forged related stuff. Message from the official Discord. I think we can leave that. Let's see. We just got a new game mode, so I'm going to remove that square as well. We're going to remove this one because that was kind of specific to the sale. We could leave it, but we're going to remove 67 being mentioned or done in some way. I just don't think that's gonna happen. They're too mature for that. Hey, Reliver, welcome in, man. Updated design, looking clean. Yeah, this was the same design as last stream that we had. It does look pretty good though. Pele is the only like older gen soccer player I think I've ever heard of. Additional compensation, that could be good. We'll get rid of this one. We'll get rid of, we've been seeing a lot of community feedback. I think we're kind of targeting, that we could still hit that one for sure, but we were targeting Battlegrounds on that one last time. New Ascension champions, I think we'll leave that. And just to be clear, that does not mean like, I mean, we already know we're getting 2 new champions announced tomorrow, or they're already announced. They were teased, but they'll be further announced and shown. That doesn't count. They'll technically be ascendable, but a champion rework. Yeah, we could add champion rework. We have surprise buff, but a rework doesn't necessarily mean buff, so I think we definitely could do that. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I want to get rid of. Let's get rid of message from the official disc. Well, yeah, let's get rid of that one. We have quite the work ahead of us. I think we always keep all these other ones. I feel like they're pretty standard. Bug compensation. Ronaldo, Messi, nobody else in discussion. Always like Ronaldo Morris. Ronaldo is the one they made the like really awful looking bronze like bust of, right? They'll mention Team Canada. Okay. Do we think tomorrow they wish, well, an early happy July? I don't think they'd wish an early happy July 4th. Do you think so? Yo, what's up, Bora? How are you? A Brian Grant cameo. Next plat pass? Well, yeah, I feel like they'd have to. World Cup talks. World Cup. Do you think they would talk about the World Cup? Is Canada still alive? If so, maybe there's a chance. A belated Canada Day was probably more likely than an early July 4th. But I don't know. I feel like that's too risky. Yeah, Canada. We're just thinking it would be a retroactive Canada Day. Oh man, I wish I were doing the stream on the 4th. Mike to enter the room is Spider Noir. How about at any point in the stream it's black, just black and white? Do you think they would do that? Because there's a thing, like, they already announced the next 2 champions, and it's not Spider Noir, so I'm assuming he comes later. I'm down to put the World Cup is mentioned some way. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Abyss, I like that nickname. I'm going to change from Be Dizzle now. I will now be Dizzlestein von Biggleforth, the 4th Esquire. We'll do soccer / World Cup mentioned. I think that's a fair, it's nothing too outrageous, but it's also like pretty, it's kind of a call out. You know what I mean? That's the kind of square I think I like. Be Dizzle for short. Yeah. Except everyone's gonna kill me for typing that as soccer. But you know what? Fight me. Okay. I think that's solid. A nerf? I don't know if they would announce. I don't think it would be a tactically wise decision to announce a nerf in the wake of the things that have happened lately. I think announcing a nerf would be unlikely. Announcing a buff is more likely, I think. Somebody did say rework earlier, and I do actually like that, so I am going to throw that up. And that will be a different square than surprise buff, because like it'll be a full change of a kit. And I think that's a good square. And then we have 6 more. Guys, make sure, like, these can be goofy. It was you overnight? Yeah, that was a good suggestion. I like that. Okay, we took this square away in the past, and we used to have it, but it was like an oh crap moment when they're live demoing the champion. We could add that back, but we could add it like they lose more than 20% of their health or something like that. The stream will be pretty toxic. I guarantee the Twitch chat will not be a good place to be. You might need a hazmat suit to wait in there. Mention the leaks? They might. They may be like, some of you may have seen him early. I don't know. You being a new CCP member might be announced. Do you think so? I don't know if they've ever announced CCP members in the past. My guess is when they're talking about like their recap portion and they're talking about the sale, they'll be like, some of you may have gotten some free keys from our CCP members. We've gotten a lot of new ones recently. Something like that. I don't think they'd mention anyone by name. I have not seen the new motion comic yet, Reliver. I have not. Dude, I haven't had really a lot of free time today. I got home from work and then we had to go do some shopping. And then I got back and I made the thumbnail and started streaming. We have a lot of new places to get CCP. Dude, Elijah, that sounds right on the money. I think they would say something like that. Yo, what's up? Who's your daddy? Welcome in, man. I don't know that I want to get that specific with it, though. Unless it's something they definitely say all the time. Like art/design team doesn't miss. Which they will say again. I guarantee it. That one is basically a free space, I feel like. It would be kind of fun to add art team misses, though. But that's purely, like, objective. Let's see. We could... I don't know. They haven't mentioned anyone, but yeah, I haven't... They tend to not do that. They don't spotlight specific individuals usually. Mike going to say, I'll see you / we'll see you in the battle realm. Oh yeah, they'll definitely end that way. I totally can't read. That was way too small, but thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Act 10 Chapter 1 announcement. I could see a beta for 10.1. A 10.1 beta or like a teaser for 10.1 maybe? Do we think that's too early? I feel like we might be nearing 10.1 actually. It has been a while. Yeah, I can zoom in on OBS. But I feel like I don't need to. I can just zoom in on Microsoft Paint. Hey, no worries, Reliver. No worries, man. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, for follower notifications. Yeah, yeah. I have like multiple windows open on OBS right now, and I prefer the chat to be bigger and to shrink the OBS. So that's how I have it set up. You think Act 10 is still a few months away? New endgame content. I think that's a pretty good square to add, actually. Thanks, Reliver. I appreciate you, man. Welcome all the new CCP members. I think they might. It would be a throwaway line, though. They definitely wouldn't mention anyone by name. Honestly, Autist, I wish they would just release new story content every week. I freaking love story. They'll definitely announce the new Saga Chase, which is probably Symbiote Spidey or something. Because everything is Spider-Man themed coming up. At least I hope so. He needs a buff. Gonna need to turn off the news tomorrow? Jack, just watch the live stream along with us. I'll give you all the news you need. Real life, MCOC, I got you. I think they will tease Act 10. That's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know that they would necessarily announce a beta. It would. I put the chances of announcing the actual beta at low, but I think mentioning 10.1 or teasing like the story development for 10.1, I do think that is feasible. Oh, is that tomorrow, Jack? I had no idea. What if... No worries, Samir. Have a good one, man. Karate Mike. No. I don't know. There's a big tease about something in Towers for Elders. I didn't watch the Tower stream, so I don't know anything about that. I wonder if they would announce any like potential changes to Towers. Hopefully Dorky Dave makes it. Yeah, I hope so too. He is one of our bingo squares. He's a pretty consistent stream appearer, though, I feel like. I think I'm gonna do like during the champion demo, they lose more than 20% of their health. Because that's kind of like, that means they messed up at some point. And then we still have 5 more squares. If they remove entry costs for towers, it would be a banger. I don't think they would, since there's like it's like a ranking type of mode. Spider Noir being on the plat track, do you think he would be? I mean, they did tease him pretty early for him to not be the featured champion for this month, so I could see that. I could definitely see like you get like a black and white noir themed plat pass or something. Guarantee that Karate Mike says welcome summoners. We don't want to do things that are always guaranteed. Well, we have some guaranteed. We could maybe add that if we can't think of anything else. A buff of sorts for elder players? I feel like it would probably be a store buff or something. Dude, what if I get a shout out for refusing to claim my free Spider Ham? I doubt it. but that would be cool. What about they say we can't talk about that yet, or like we'll be able to talk about that later? Like somebody just basically alludes to the fact that they're still NDA'd about something, or like something along those lines. I feel like that's a fairly frequent thing that happens. Like Dave will make an offhanded comment and then they'll be like, but we can't talk about that right now, or something like that. Michael asked if you've claimed your free spider ham. Yes. Yeah, that actually probably would happen, actually. That sounds like a good one, too. They're not blowing us off. They just can only reveal things at certain times. When you're in the business that they are, where you're working off of an IP that's already developed and stuff, I think things are a lot more secretive until they don't have to be anymore. You're good, Warlock. Welcome in, man. I do think it is likely Spider Noir is Plat Track, since the other two have already been teased. You have a weird knack for mic speak. Dude, you actually do, though. There's a lot of things that you'll word, and I'm like, dude, I can actually perfectly hear him saying that. CCP creator cameo? Maybe overnight. I'm not sure. There's a lot of us that have joined recently, I feel like. But yeah, maybe they would just do a quick show of all the usernames. I'm not sure. Dude, we need Karate Mike in here to drop a suggestion. Ugh. Man, I need like a hot tub or something, or like a massage. My muscles are destroyed after this week. Trying to think, chat. We still have some spaces to fill. We could just say like the CCP is mentioned in some way, not necessarily like individuals in particular. Seb Soli, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. That might not be a bad idea. You do AC in Florida? Oh, I bet that is loads of fun, man. I've been, I didn't today. Today we roughed in a house, so we just plumbed the house, I guess. But they'll basically all week I've been doing underground plumbing, or undergrounds as it is referred to in the trade. Basically just digging trenches so that you can put drainage pipe in there for houses, and it's miserable. There should be new drops tomorrow, yeah. There'll be new drops during Kabam's actual live stream, and you'll be able to get those during the live stream and maybe a little bit after. And then those will turn off, and then it'll be normal live stream drops that you can get from any MCOC creator. What's up, Sage? So yeah, there should be new drops. And I believe we'll get back to getting observance in our drops as well. So we will be in business, as they say. Sage, give me a new bingo square, man. You always got good ideas. I know it. I can tell. We have 5 empty spots, and I'm racking my brain trying to figure something out. We could always going back to like old reliable bingo squares, but I feel like there's something untapped there. Another realm event? I don't know if we'd have that since we have the warlock one. I guess that does end soon though. They could announce another one. I'm not sure though. What are the categories? Dude, there's no category. It's just, if you think there's like a 60% chance that this thing may happen on Kabam's live stream tomorrow, that puts it as a candidate for a bingo square. It can't be like a super hard guaranteed thing. Unless it's our team doesn't miss. I feel like that one is just, you have to have it. It's iconic. Paul McCarkeys. Thank you for the follow. I love the username. Been there with the plumbers plenty of times. Your trick is to show up a couple hours later so you can intersect as many of your already dug trenches as you can. Yeah, that's smart. Dude, it drives me nuts when other trades get in before us, because it's very hard to work around other trades when you're plumbing. I feel like it's a lot more restrictive than like just pretty much any other trade. HVAC can be pretty tricky to get things around to, but I feel like they're a little more generous with how they like stuff they can cut out. At least that's what it feels like over here. You gave me an idea but you didn't want it. I'm just trying to like, I mean, we've had good squares. Okay, they're just, I feel like there's more that we can pull. There's some bangers out there. I know it. Mike saying right an absurd number. We've had that on the bingo sheet before though. You got a 7-star Patriot? Nice overnight. He's actually a pretty good champion. I would recommend looking into learning how to play him. There's if you're a frequent Redditor, there is a user on there that goes by Super Saiyan. I think it's Super Saiyan Jin is his full name, and he posts a lot of Patriot stuff. Big advocate for Patriot. Do I get the reference? I do, Paul McCarkeys. HVAC is tricky, yeah. Dude, Nick, that's crazy luck, man. The game wants you back. The game wants you back. Yeah, don't sleep on Patriot. That's true. That's true. We also have had that, but it's some of them. It's been a while. Oh, Saiyan Jin. Okay, I thought his Reddit had super in it though. Is it just Saiyan Jin? Never mind then. All right, I think we'll do like a CCP mention. I'm okay with that. You know, we have Mike sipping 3 times. An interesting square would be Mike tries to sip off screen. He does like OG Spidey a lot, yeah. Hey, man. You can be sickened by it all you want, but he does some pretty good gameplay with him. You're hooked again? That's how they get you, Nick. Someone walks in front of the camera? Do they usually do that? I feel like that's something I probably just don't notice. 10 minutes of compensation talk. That would be interesting. Okay, here's one we could do. So you know how they have the recap portion of their stream? That's usually like their first 8 million slides, we could do an over-under on how long it takes for them to recap things that have happened. Mike spills his drink? No way, dude. He loves that drink too much. That thing's never fallen down. We could do like the recap portion lasts under 20 minutes or over 20 minutes. Spider Noir not being in Plat Track. Mike wearing a Broncos hat. I don't think he like legally can. I feel like they probably prevent him from doing that. Like if he could, Mike would be decked out in Denver Broncos, like the full fit on every live stream. He already wears his like Denver Broncos colored shoes. I think that's how he rebels a little bit. A 5 out of 5 attacker or defender? I don't know that they ever show that. You're talking about like the ratings on their website, right? You swear he's done it? He may have. I know he would like on his own YouTube channel. I don't know if he's ever done it on a live stream or not though. Okay, how about Spider Noir gameplay? Do we think we'll get Spider Noir gameplay? Man, you guys seem so confident about it. I don't want it to be guaranteed. MCOC Listerine, thank you for the follow. A meteor literally crashes through the studio. I think that's a good square. We'll put Spider Noir gameplay. Well, I don't know, because it's tricky. We're basically like hardcore gambling that he is the Platinum Track champion, and I don't know if he will be or not. I don't know. Elder Selector? Ooh, that actually Elijah, I think that might be the thing. No, that's probably why they were like, you're gonna want to be Elder or tune in. Your elders are gonna want to tune in. You're probably right. I bet you get Elder drop rewards now. There are a few selectors in game I've noticed don't have an Elder option yet. Maybe they're going to be adding those. That is true, Smitey. He has. That one of our squares was Mike doesn't wear his maroon jacket. And we actually got it because there was like some weird preview clip at the start of the live stream where he wasn't wearing it and it counted. But that was risky business. I don't know if we'd get that to happen again. Put it in a box. But let's try and word this though, like, is there a way we can word this where it doesn't just talk about drops? It can drop about something else. Let's just, you guys were talking about it. Let's just say Elder Reward buff. So this wouldn't be a shop update for Elder. This would be like anything you get from like a daily or questing or something like that, like drops. If you're Elder, it's better. You feel like that shouldn't count? He wasn't wearing it though. And he showed up on stream. It counts. Updated tower rewards? I don't know if they changed tower rewards when they just barely rolled them out. Yeah, I could see some sort of reward buff for Elder. Whether that be through drops or selectors in game. I think that's a good one. Okay, we need 3 more squares. I don't know if I don't know if that'll be like a thing going forward, or if it's just because they just launched towers and so they wanted people to be very involved in it. You know what I mean, Sage? Somebody mentions LeBron. I ain't no way. No way someone mentions LeBron. LeBron James in my Marvel Contest of Champions stream, no shot. Studio wide shot, we've done that before and it's been hit and miss. I think last live stream or 2 live streams ago we didn't get it, so I wouldn't be opposed to adding that back in if you guys like it. An Act 7 nerf and reward buff. Act 7 reward buff hasn't happened yet, right? So that could be a good one to throw in, actually. I wouldn't mind that overnight. We could just say story quest reward buff. Let's just do that. Let's throw that in. Why not? Full send. Oh, we already have wide angle camera. It's still on there. Elijah, it's to the left of the free space. I was gonna say, I know it was on our last bingo card, and then I didn't remember taking it off earlier. You can protest all you want, it's okay. What is this, bingo? This is bingo, yeah. Yep, so we're gonna watch party the live stream tomorrow, and we'll fill in each of these squares as they happen, if they happen. And then hopefully we can get a bingo. Might count under technical difficulty, but I could do Mike says to put a slide back up where they skipped one. Yeah, I don't think that's a technical difficulty. I think a technical difficulty would be like the screen cuts out or like starts to drop insane amounts of frames, or like they can't get the audio in someone's mic to work, stuff like that. We could just put slide request in. I think we've had something similar to that in the past, but it is a good one. I do like that one. Banquet rewards? No, they wouldn't. I don't think they'd mention banquet. It's way too early to talk about banquet anything. Yeah, buffing like the older, because I think is either 6 or 7. Dude, I can't stop. That isn't buffed yet. Can we get that slide back up? Yeah, we can just do like slide, PowerPoint, slide. request / correction. I think there we go. We'll just say / I think that's a good one. Okay, so we have one more square we have to fill in. I think we probably will, Charles. We'll probably get, and Hobgoblin. Grab your Twitch drops mentioned 30 times. I don't think they meant, I don't know that they would mention it 30. That seems too high. We could have, like, the amount of times you get the Twitch drop slide, maybe, or we could do another square related to giveaways. We've done that in the past. Do I like Towers more than Coliseum? I think I like Coliseum more. Well, no, I like Towers more. Battleground season nodes? They'll talk about Battlegrounds because it's like a experimental season. Or wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm thinking about Alliance War. They restart the Champion Showcase. I don't know if they've ever restarted. Usually they just don't die, but they get close. Can we change it to our team don't miss? Ain't nobody ever said our design team don't miss. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're covered. The one stream we had it went way too high. How high did it go? Do you remember, Spidey? If you kind of remember it, I'm down to throw it on there again. The thing is, I think the stream that we had it was still in the drop infancy, so they were really trying to push it a lot harder back then. I don't know that they necessarily mention Twitch drops now near to the degree they used to back when we did have it on the bingo card. At least that's my impression. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying this fantastic bingo content, make sure and go ahead and drop a like, share it with your friends, go walk over to your neighbor's house, knock on their door. They'll probably ask, what are you doing? I don't even know you, because no one talks to their neighbors anymore. But secondly, then you can just say, hey, you need to watch this stream, and then you can pull it up and leave. Yeah, definitely get back to me on that, Spidey. It might be impossible to find. But yeah, I think that was the case. They were still kind of new, so they were really like spamming the Twitch drops talk. Oh, we still have a store buff of some kind right here, chat. We don't need to have an elder store buff. I think we could probably leave that on there pretty safely too. You gave your tablet to the old woman next door with the stream playing. Good. Elijah, that's what I like to see. Big time. Mike responds to above or below 3 chatters. Ooh. We've actually never done the over-under on chat messages commented on. And they do comment on multiple Twitch chat messages and Discord messages pretty frequently. My one concern being, this is going to be an extremely toxic Twitch chat. I don't know how much back and forth there'll be or comment reading. And how do I fix that lens flare right there? I look like I'm standing on the sun. It's probably the neon signs in the background. I don't know. And my monitor being completely white right now, I think, makes my face really bright. Oh, that's a good idea, though. Spidey, if we have to keep track of like something that high, I feel like we might just get lost in the sauce. That's just a lot of things, you know? Honestly, I kind of like Paul's. I might do like over 3 messages read, and that can include Discord, Twitch, or YouTube chat. I wish, Elijah. Then maybe I'd get Spider-Ham on the account. I think we're just gonna do that and call it good, honestly. The chat being disrespectful might as well be the free space, Sage. It might as well be. We may poke over there just for funsies tomorrow when we're watching it live and just see what's happening. I guarantee it's gonna be horrible. It's going to be worse than the MCOC general chat, I think. No shade if you go in there and actually make friends and don't say horrible things, but I feel like most of the time I pop in there and I'm like, huh, I wonder what Gen Chat's talking about, and it's never good. You can help count it. Here's what we can do. We can... So we already have reply to chat message here. We can put like a modifier on here. They reply to a chat message 3 times. Ooh, I actually like that, having the number in the top corner. I might do that in the future. I think we do that. They reply to a chat message 3 times. So we can do 3 or over. And again, that'll count for Discord. That'll count like, I see a lot of you saying this and this in the chat. And then they react to it in some way. That will also count. And then for this square, we can throw in Twitch drops mentioned. We'll do it this way. And then we'll do this. And we will say 20 times. You feel like 10 to 15 is good? 20 if it's like, oh no, what did you do? We get 15. Let's do 15. And it'll count for the entire stream. 15x. Is there anything you guys think we should change or add or delete? Is it because, yeah, Paul, it's because the issues with the sale and people on the internet being people on the internet. It's just the way things happen. What are we thinking? Stream over an hour 35. That'll be fun because usually when we do our rewatches, we already know the outcome of this one, but that will completely take us by surprise. I kind of want to get rid of awkward pause. That one's so crazy. Like, Mike is very good at continuing to talk. He does not encounter many awkward pauses. We got kind of lucky because last stream there was like a small technical difficulty, so they kind of had to like ad-lib for a little bit, or they were like waiting for giveaway winners or something like that. And that was when we got kind of like last second. It was very stressful. So I don't know if we want to change that one, but if we want to change any of them, that would be my personal preference. But it's up to you guys. It's so ambiguous. Yeah, an awkward pause is a risky one. But I mean, we need once in a while to have a risky one, right? A shout out to the tech crew. I don't know if they've ever done a shout out to the tech crew. Good music, replace awkward pause. That's too. I mean, what? Who says it's good? You know. We need things that just are objectively true. Things that definitely happen. They don't require too much interpretation. How to get rebirth crystals? Remind me again what rebirth. My dumb chat. What? Remind me what the rebirth crystals are again. There's so many crystals. Toronto Raptors. No way, Spidey. No way. I wouldn't anticipate any sports being mentioned. The World Cup, I think, is decently likely, but not much. Mentioning if you're new to the game to download it? Maybe they might say that. I feel like most people on the live stream already like play the game though. Or can you get sigil for free? The only time you get the sigil for free is when you start a brand new account. I don't know if they even still do that. But yeah, you have to pay for the sigil. There is unfortunately no way to get it for free. Kawhi just got. I'm surprised Kawhi is still like as sought after as he is. I feel like he's kind of older now, isn't he? And I kind of want to replace awkward pause, but I don't know what I would replace it with. I think we might just have to make our bed and just go with this. I feel like now that I'm CCP, at some point, Mike is going to just stop drinking from his mug and just to spite me. Or he's going to get like a water bottle just to be a smart aleck. Okay. So then we have Vincent appears. I love that square. It's fantastic. He always appears. This time, okay. I want to say, I want like the asterisk of like vocals count, because I felt like he made comments and stuff during the stream, off stream, and you know it's Vincent. He has a very recognizable voice, and I didn't feel like I could honestly count this square because he didn't appear by definition, but I want to add this qualifier so that in the future I don't have to have that like moral dilemma of do I count this square or do I not count it? Oh, yeah, Elijah, he definitely knows, dude. He would just grab it and not take a sip. Like, who does that? He's a maniac. You grab the mug because you're thirsty. You grab the water bottle because you want a drink of water. All right. You just take a sip, Mike, and just do it. Don't you dare wait until they cut away to a video or a PowerPoint. I know you tried to do that once and we caught you red-handed. Don't try it. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get away with it. I have my headset cranked up to 1,000,000. I will hear the ASMR unless you tell the tech guys to mute your mic, and then I'm cooked and I have no chance. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. No. I remember what the rebirth crystals are now. Yeah, your best bet at getting those is going to be getting Twitch drops, and then you can also claim one in the web store. So if you are new to the game, Kabam has a online store, that not the one that's built into the game, but it's on their website that you can go to. If you just search in Marvel Contest of Champions web store, you can link your in-game account to a Kabam account, and then you can make purchases on their web store. And every week you can claim one of those for free. That's the only other way to get those outside of like events throughout the year. They're in pretty short supply. Your best bet for masteries, honestly, is going to be farming arena. That's the best way to get units in this game. Yeah, sorry it took me a while to understand exactly what you were looking for. Yeah, half a square wouldn't really get us anywhere, Spidey. Although, that brings in an interesting idea. Like bingo, but then we give the squares like qualifiers and like modifiers. You could have some bingo squares that have like an ability. Oh my gosh. My mind is blowing up with ideas. You could have one bingo square that if that bingo square hits, it blocks off one of the adjacent squares. That would be crazy. And it can play against you. Oh my gosh, there's so many ways we can play bingo now. Okay, I'm going to think about that. That's a good freaking idea. I'm going to ponder on this a little bit more. That might make bingo so much more spicy. Oh my gosh. You could add like draw fours where you actually have Uno cards you have to draw. No, I'm just kidding. One of the squares, if you get it, I have to go rob a bank. I'm just kidding. No, but I do think that could be fun, actually. That could be fun. I think we're good, guys. I think this is a good, I think it's a good bingo. Mike says he's been personally loving the new piece of content or love testing it. Actually, he does say that quite frequently, Paul. Like Mike talks about how much he enjoys a champion / game mode. I could see that. Like when he's sitting down with the developer of a champion, usually he will say that. Like, yeah, Spidey, there are no bad ideas. Your bingo board told you to do it. Yeah. Can you imagine? You're in the interrogation room with the cops. Hey, yeah, man, I don't know what I was thinking. I live streamed this mobile game and I play bingo and I had to. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Paul. I'm gonna write the idea down for our next bingo card. Yeah, I think we have a solid one, and we'll throw that on the next bingo. Finally? What do you mean finally, Seb? Live stream announcement just dropped, says a mysterious stream. I like my mysterious streams. Each square could have 2 options, 1 red, 1 green, and you need 5 in a row of a color to win. Dude, that would be hard to win, but that would be a good idea, I think. A 7-star Mysterio? Maybe that could be. Okay, let's clear this up now so we don't have to ask the question tomorrow if it happens. Would we consider a champion being made into a 7-star a surprise buff, or is that just like they're now a 7-star? Because I feel like being a 7-star is like a buff, but not in the terms that we think of it as. But I just want to make sure we cross that bridge already if that happens. I tend to lean no, it wouldn't count. I think we would have to have a new champion as a 7-star as its own bingo square. Maybe Gavi, maybe. I'm hopeful for like Symbiote Spidey or something. That's a good point, Overnight. Yeah. Did Archangel get buffed? I think technically he's slightly buffed now. Oh yeah, that's true. Mysterio is a 7-star. You guys got me caught up in the hype. Oh wait, is he? He is. I think he is. And I think I have Mysterio. But maybe they could buff Mysterio. Oh, I hope not. I hate fighting Mysterio. There's a Saga Twitch drop reward track. Might be where Symbiote Spidey is. Oh, like you'd have to watch Twitch drops to get up? Maybe. Dude, honestly, Storm, yeah. Archangel got, it wasn't a nerf. I think it was an unintended change. They made a change with the intent to buff him and bring him up to speed with current abilities like Disorient and stuff. And then in doing that, they broke his parry and dex interaction with his ability and accuracy ability. And then they had to fix that, but it's fixed now from my understanding. So he should be back to normal. Yeah, I think we'd see a Mysterio buff, if anything. Why do I hate fighting Mysterio? Because he just spams the special one, man. And then he has the damage reflect. So you have to kind of wait. It's just obnoxious. I mean, usually I can kill him fast enough that it doesn't matter, but man, yeah, I can't believe I forgot he was a 7-star. That's wild. That just goes to show how much I'm a sleeper on Mysterio, I guess. Nah, I think we're good, chat. I think if we get a bingo, my prediction will be just straight through the middle right here, I think. What? Do we actually get new story content? Has that actually been happened now? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, not yeah, you did, Spidey. It was just in one ear and out the other because it was such a preposterous idea. I didn't want to give it the time of day, really. Dude. Go to the forums? That is a dangerous place, Elijah. Well, we didn't end up putting story-related anything on here, right? Kabam Discord, they announced it as well? Oh my gosh. Well, look. We were all called insane for saying that, hey, maybe we'll see some more story content stuff. Well, guess what, haters and doubters? I think we know who's got the pulse on the game at the moment. Oh yeah. Official reveal of our upcoming saga content, the first look at our new champions, Hobgoblin and Black Tarantula, and our next piece of permanent story content. Yay! Oh, fantastic. It's a brand new saga, which means tomorrow starts our enhanced saga Twitch drop rewards track featuring exclusive rewards for tuning in live and consistent Twitch drops across the entire month. We've got a mysterious stream locked and loaded. You don't want to miss it. Tune in Friday, July 3rd at 10 a.m. PST. Well, good thing we didn't put story content on the bingo card anywhere. Because it looks like that would have hit. And we would have had to take it off because we knew it was going to hit. Yeah, I think we were right. The Act 10 believers were correct. Yeah, Pat. So I think it's supposed to happen when the sale is over, because it's an ongoing compensation, and they're just gonna do it all at once at the end, from my understanding. Weird they skipped the beta. They may not have skipped the beta. They probably would announce it and then say the beta will be starting soon or something. I don't think they would go straight into just dropping it. What's 10 p.m. PSD and CSD? Let me show you how to do this, chat. Let me show you the life hack that I use. Hold on. All right, so here we are, chat. So this is the official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page. All right. Once they announce a live stream is going to happen, they'll schedule that live stream on their YouTube channel. So you can just go over here to the live tab, and you see how right here it says upcoming. There's like down here in the bottom right, it has the time for the other live streams. Right here, it's upcoming. So this live stream is scheduled already. When you look, you can click on it if you want. It'll tell you how much time it is until they're live, and it will time when they will start. It will convert that into your local time. So if you don't want to do any time zone shenanigans of like, hey, like, when is this my time? You don't have to. You can just go straight to their YouTube, and YouTube will do the job for you. That is the easiest way, bar none. Then you never have to think about it again. So like for me, it's 11. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Honestly, I should make a video about that on my account. Also, Hobgoblin looks kind of scary. Isn't Ned Hobgoblin? Isn't that like the lore thing? Yeah, that's actually crazy that there's some people in the chat right now. Actually, maybe I don't want to see that. All right. Nothing crazy happening over there. You're going to take Hobgoblin to rank 5? I think it'd be cool. Beard meets food. This guy knows ball. That was just Firefox. I haven't like, that was just YouTube's basic algorithm or whatever. But I can proudly say, Paul, I do subscribe to Beard Meets Food. My guy is a legend. It blows my mind that he can pack down as much food as he can. Insane. Insane. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hide my screen for a second. Maybe. There we go. And I'm going to just save what we have here. I think we're good. To my knowledge, it is, Jude. That was when he released into the basic. Technically, it's a little bit longer because you can, you could also argue I could have gotten him from a Titan, but Titans were very sparse back in the day, so I go based on when he was in the basic. Okay. I will be right back, guys. I need to go use the restroom real quick. We know your time zone now. Might as well get free hand before you show up at your house. That's assuming I'm not using a VPN of some kind to avoid people DDoSing me. Which I do pay for, by the way. Proton VPN. If I was sponsored, I would want them to sponsor me. I like Proton. I think they're a great company. They invest in a lot of privacy. Our VPN's good. They have email and like Drive service and stuff. I trust them a heck of a lot more than Google. Yeah, Gabby Gav. That's one good thing is like the Warlock crystals progressed people in the Grace department for the featureds. Now I'm only 92 away. Use SuperNet? I've never even heard of that, Swiss. I haven't looked into the VPN world in years, though. Just because I like Proton so much, I just settled on it. I am a shameless shill for Proton VPN. For now, at least, until NordVPN wants to pay me like $1 million to talk about it. What time zone do they think we're in? They think we're in some... honestly, I don't know. Some weird time zone. They don't know. D-Mizzle, don't worry. They don't know. They have no idea. Is there any other free stuff that has progressed to the Grace featured? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. Storm, yeah. Did I ever consider using Kabam's #1 super crystal to get champs? Kabam's #1 super crystal? Wait, what do you mean Kabam's #1 super crystal? That sounds like some illegal tech that I don't know about. Dude, I cannot wait for the Elder raid chests, by the way. Oh my gosh. Oh, snap, dude. I love that. Dude, big time unit gain. Well done. Well done, raid chest. Back to back? Can we do it? Oh, no, but wait. Oh, no, we're not even close to another raid. I was going to say, that's actually super clutch, but it's not. Dang, dude, my raid group just slammed through the entire path? What? When did that even happen? Bro, we haven't even had our revives refresh yet, you psychopaths. Oh my gosh, what? All right, I guess we're done with raids. Does Bean Mizzle know about the free spider? She doesn't need to know. Although if she did, she would probably tell me I should go to therapy. With all the mental anguish I'm going through right now. Gotta buy a deal now? I don't even know which one I'd buy. I did hard carry Elijah. I did actually hard carry that path pretty bad. They could not fight Penny Parker to save their lives. Yeah, they did say it wouldn't be these raids, that it would be in the future. So it's probably the next raids if I had to guess, Wolverine. I must know. I'll tell you the lore later. It's okay. No, I can't do it. Man, but look at an Odin. An Odin would get me 60 of those. That's not worth it, though. Unit Man is the way, for sure. For a lot of things in this game. I can't do it, Wolverine. You know I can't do it. When do these refresh? 3 days? Man, it's not fast enough. Refresh these faster. Make time go faster. I'm like tapped out on Radiance. There's just nothing I can do. I don't even have like stamps. Dude. Ooh, actually, you know, some Elder stamp things would be cool. Oh, hey, we have a box. And it's arcade, I guess. No, another eye bomb. Not too bad. Yeah, B-Mizzle's a real one. You can't turn her against me. Dude, I'm gonna milk being level 67, I think, as long as I can. I don't know if I'll ever use the XP tokens. You turned her against me. Dude, the amount of money you have to spend, by the way, to get all 35 or just all the first appearance is crazy. Absolutely wild. I just want a new EQ, chat. Kabam should know the sale to you is as evil to you is going to... Yeah, it really is. Paul, like, it's miserable. When they announced this in their last month's live stream, or actually it was 2 months ago when they teased it and then they full announced it, but I was so upset. Just livid. I'm like, we're seriously gonna have a Spider-Ham themed sale and I don't own... That's like the one champion I want to own more than any other champion in the game, and I cannot pull him. And we're really gonna focus an event around my nemesis? Come on, man. And then the audacity to offer him for free in the web store? Like, come on. You're really gonna do that to me, man? It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Oh wait, actually that won't load. Oh wait, yeah, it will. So yeah, it's been a hard time. It was Mike's idea for sure. It honestly is probably him getting back at me. Probably him getting back at me for the Mike sip watching for my bingo. I'm not overnight. No, I want to get him in I want to get him from a crystal. It would be too cheap. I feel like it wouldn't be correct. Can I opt out? I can just not claim him, which is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna not do it. Huh? Oh. Do I have to claim? Oh. That's gonna take forever. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna take Mangog the Ring 4 right now. I thought things in my stash would have expired enough for ISO to be in there, but what champ am I talking about? Andrew, I'm talking about Spider-Ham. He's been elusive for me. You may have seen the title for the stream. It's day, what is it, 814? Or is it? Yeah, 814. According to, okay, I will admit, this was the Google AI result, which is notoriously unreliable, but I'm going to choose to go by it. This apparently was, it's the time it's been since he's been in the 7-star basic pool. I don't know how accurate that is, but it sounds right. Spend my units for ham? Dude, I will not. Can't do it. I mean, like, I don't want to spend units to the point where I can just claim him. I would be a little more open to spending units, like, on the bundles to get crystals to get him. Right? But, like, I don't want to invest in the sale if by the time I get here, I can't claim him. You know what I mean? And if I'm going to invest in the sale at all, I would want to go all in, and I would want to go for the Archangel, if that makes sense. So I don't want to like full commit to the sale without actually having Spider-Ham, because that would be the whole reason I would really want the sale in the first place, would be to get him ascended. So right now I'm just kind of in save mode until Banquet, or maybe Cyber, depending on how juicy Cyber looks. Unless in the next 3 days we get Spider-Ham, which is incredibly unlikely. Sounds like over 2 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate or not. I don't think it is. It might be. I don't know. Like I said, Google AI is notoriously unreliable. I was gonna put day 1 million, but the character limit was too long. Spider-Woman is better? Better and cooler are two different things to me. I do like Spider-Woman, that is true. But the pig is fun. You're watching it at In-N-Out, Winford? Dude, you want to send me some? Also, big respect, my friend. Cheers. Dude, I am not gonna let a 7-star Ascended Spider-Ham expire in the stash. No way is that gonna happen. No way. But I already did like the most I could too. I bought the card thing. I don't even think it still shows in the store after you buy it. Yeah, it doesn't. I bought that like growth card thing. And nothing. Just got cooked. Samuel, what a way to make your entrance, man. Welcome in. Hamless friend. Alright, I'm gonna get some gameplay on the screen for you guys. Man. Look, I also, truth be told, the euphoria and just the explosion of feelings I had on my alt account when I pulled Spider-Ham, nothing like it. And I would like to feel that again. If I just got ham from a selector, it would, I know myself, it would be so empty and hollow. It just wouldn't be the same. And then if I did get him from the selector and then was like, oh, but I won't use him until I actually pull him. Like I already have him. So like it still wouldn't be that hype to me. You can get Archangel for 20k units, Pat. And I have over 20,000. Would I be mad to get ham from a Nexus? No, I wouldn't. So here my like rules for how I want to get Spider-Ham, just so everybody knows, is I would prefer not to get him from a pop, because that's kind of lame. It's really cool to see him come around on the spinner. Oh, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I have to get him from a like basic kind of crystal, or like a basic Nexus. Abyss Nexuses I kind of waffle back and forth on, but I still think that's probably okay, just because the pool is so ginormous now that there's no guarantee he would even appear in an Abyss Nexus. So I think I would still be fine with that. It's just when you get to like, I am guaranteed spider ham in some way or another, I don't want that. If I get him from a Nexus, if I get him from a basic, that's great, and I'm thrilled. That's my personal rule. I don't know who that is, Elijah, admittedly. Maybe if I saw... I'm not good with names of popular people. I would be kind of sad, Paul, yeah. But at the end of the day, it would still be like a crystal. It wouldn't be a selector or anything, so it would be okay. But I popped those because my chat would nuke me off the face of the earth if I always spun my crystals, even though I would love to do that. I do, Elijah, I do. But again, like I said, I don't want to invest that heavily unless I'm going all the way. So yeah, I mean, one day we'll get them. We've opened way too many crystals to not. What happened to the alt? It's still around overnight. It's still around. And it will probably get some gameplay semi soon. I've just been playing on the main right now with like towers being so new and needing to play that, as well as I just need units on my main account. But once I feel like I've kind of gotten in a comfortable space unit wise, I'll probably hop back over there. It's not like a #1 priority or anything. It's just kind of a like, we go over to the alt when we feel. Oh, it's not that bad, Samael. Collectives make it a lot faster. I used to only run recoils. Then I switched over and I realized I just like the survivability that comes with not using them. And then, as nice as they are for arena, I do too many other things that I'd rather not have recoils on for, and I really don't want to spend units to swap back and forth. Ouch, Namor. What the heck was that? Dude, that like spinny cartwheel thing does, or stealth suits does after he wins, that is like the most crazy looking thing. I wonder if anyone can actually do that in real life. If they can, why are we not doing that during the Olympics? Should be an automatic win. my gosh, I just realized I lost half of my gold yesterday doing all the rank ups. X. That is not good. First Shatterstar in the wild. I don't know if I've fought that guy yet. I don't remember. Does he do anything on defense other than glance when he blocks? I don't think he does anything special. Do you even throw like any projectiles? Nope. Oh, yep. Yep. Live by the units, die by the units. Honestly, Pat, put that on my gravestone, man. You went through 50 million gold as well. It hurts. I mean, I still have like almost 50 mil in reserve, but I mean, we just saw how fast that can go. On the bright side, we have insane amounts of ISO lately. And honestly, like, the gold value to ISO isn't great, but it's not awful. So at least you could just sell like hundreds of it at a time. And you can, can you get a gold crystal in the Mysterium store? I don't remember if you can or not. If you can, then that would be probably a good source too. Dang it. You can buy, oh, okay. You can just straight up buy gold. It's not the crystal. That's not too bad then. I might start burning Mysterium that way then. I honestly, I feel like I've ranked, unless I want to just boost my account rating. As far as Arena is concerned, I feel like I've ranked up enough 4-star champions between like Ascension and just rank ups. Maybe I'll just start pumping that all into gold now. Then I'll never have a gold apocalypse again. Although I think Arena is really good at doing that in and of itself. Ouch. Oh, you're going that route, Wolverine? Look, it's a good way to boost your account to flex on your friends. It would be cool to see reason to use 5 stars again added into the game. Kind of like they did with the poker mode for 2 stars. It made them relevant again. It would be cool if they could think of something for 5 stars. I feel like they don't really have a place. They're kind of just the odd man out. 6 stars you can use in the arenas pretty well, along with 7 stars, and then usually you're using 4 stars. I think you might be able to use 5 stars for like the Catalyst arena, but that's like one arena that basically nobody does anymore because there's like 30 units there, if anything. It'd be cool to have a reason to invest. I know like the collectives were kind of supposed to be that, but for a lot of players, especially like in the end game, you're not ranking 5 stars for collectives. They really are, Elijah. They really are. They're just taking up space at this point. I feel like when 5 stars were announced, though, I feel like I was more hyped for 5 stars than when 6 stars were announced. There was just something about, maybe it was like we had been without a rarity for so long or something. I don't know, man. I just remember being super hyped for 5 stars. And then 6 stars came along and it was like, cool, 6. My 5 stars are still pretty good though. And now it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore kind of thing, you know? You laughed right as 5 stars were coming out and you came back last year. So you kind of understand what I'm talking about, right? Like, or wait, I guess maybe you weren't, maybe not, because you left the game when they came out. Maybe you weren't as hyped for them as I was. I guess you would definitely get not getting hyped about 6 stars though. Yeah, honestly, I feel like last year, I like, bugs and like mishaps aside, I think it's been a good time to come back to the game. Specifically with this sale, it's a really good time to come back to the game. There's a lot of good deals, a lot of really good value in there. You left because you couldn't beat 5.1. Dang, man. And then you came back and you were like, you know what? I'm not going to let this freaking piece of content beat me. You probably put the smackdown on it with some 6 stars, though. Yo, what's up, Nick? Welcome in, man. Just in time. Also, just a quick disclaimer to everybody. So the past few Kabam Livestream bingo streams we've done at our normal streaming time. We are going to be watch partying that live tomorrow. Okay, we're not going to be watching the VOD like we have been recently because I have the day off. So we're gonna be live reacting to everything and live doing bingo tomorrow. So make sure and be there around the time of the Kabam live stream. You won't want to miss it. I promise. It'll be spectacular. Oh, you still have to do a 5 stars? Bummer. You left and missed 5 and 6 stars. Came back during 7 stars. Been a lot happier with the game since. I think, yeah, I think they've done a lot of positive things. It's really easy to point out the bugs and the mishaps, and that's going to happen with anyone. I make mistakes at my work. It's only natural for them to make mistakes in their job as well. They are also human. It just hurts a lot more because it affects a lot more people, and you know, it's a lot easier to notice mistakes and stuff. But like, if you look at the good things they've done for this game in the past 5-10 years, even, like, they've made the game significantly better. There's a reason it's been around as long as it has, and it's not just because it's a Marvel. It's the Marvel IP. There's been other Marvel games that have come and gone, especially in the mobile scene, yet MCOC still remains, man. Like, they do good things and they do make this game better. I wish more people would look at it that way, honestly. But that being said, I mean, that doesn't mean mistakes are okay to happen all the time. You know, you get some grace for sure, but eventually the rope ends. But yeah, I think it's so easy, and that's kind of goes into like more deeply, like, just this is the day and age of virality and exaggeration, right? You go turn on the news. Are they ever talking about the 10-year-old boy who saved all his money up for a year to go buy flowers for old ladies at the old folks home? Not really. You're learning about like so-and-so bombed so-and-so, or this many people are homeless and somebody's house is on fire, and you know, just stuff like that. It's just the world we live in, man. It's so easy to focus on the negative. And that's not me like being a shill for Kabam or anything. Like, I truly believe that. I think like they do a good job. And they have made a lot of positive changes. You rank 4 Sig 200 Ascended Warlock. Nice, Hydra. Appropriate for the name, Hydra Warlock. Kushala Arena brings back memories. You got a 6-star Kushala from Arena? Nice, Samuel. The only champs I've gotten from Arena were 4 stars. And then it kind of got too out of hand. I wasn't willing to put in the time and grind you'd have to. The news is genuinely depressing, Nick, yeah. Back when I worked a delivery job, I was in the car a lot, obviously, because I was driving a ton. And I would listen to a lot of podcasts. It got to the point where I just couldn't listen to any political podcasts and stuff. It would just be too much of a drag on my day, just learning about all the negativity in the world. Yeah, it can take its toll after a while. Pat, I don't know that you can make that assumption. Maybe like figuratively speaking, but I don't know that you can take that literally. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had that impression. Worst 2 days of your life? The arena grinds are not for the weak, that's for sure, Samuel. Now, are there some changes Kabam has made in the past where I scratch my head and maybe question some things, Pat? Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, you'd have that in any occupation and any company, I think. I think the biggest one, or the one that like I immediately think of, just because it was like probably the greatest bug of all time, and I don't know how it like made it to live, was when Juggernaut during special attacks would just be burrowed into the floor of the stage. Like what? Where did that even come from, man? That was so weird to me. Or like that he got reverted to his like really old kit somehow. That was weird. That was a weird time. That one is one of those that made me question. You got a 5-star Doom from Arena? Dude, he was like one of the most like grinded after champs ever, I feel like. Doom was super popular. You've arena'd your phone to death. Swiss, see, that's the perk of playing on PC, man. If you're playing on PC, you're not, your phone's not going to overheat, not going to die. Maybe your laptop would, though. And Dr. Doom can carry through so much content. Especially if you can do like the Doom slap cheese in the corner. I love those fights. That's some of my favorite cheese in the game. You guys got me monologuing. Reminiscing. All right, guys, I think it's time to wrap this stream up. So I will make sure and get that bingo card sent out to our Discord and stuff. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is in the YouTube video description. It always will be. If you go to any of my other VODs, because this stream ends, you can always get a Discord join link right there. Just a quick reminder, we will be live watch partying Kabam's live stream tomorrow, unless I get struck by a meteorite or asteroid or something. We will be live. I'll probably shoot for being live an hour or two before the live stream actually starts. Up until then, we'll probably just play some like arena, some towers, nothing super crazy. But yeah, and then we'll be able to play bingo live for once. And it should be great. So make sure and tune in for that. Our bingo streams are freaking awesome. I think, dare I say, better than watching Kabam's official live stream. So make sure and tune in, guys. I will post on Discord, I'll post on Twitter, all that fun stuff before I go live tomorrow, so that you guys make sure to tune in on time. If you can't make it, make sure and watch the live stream VOD. It's gonna be good stuff. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching tonight. Everybody go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Have a good rest of your night, a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. And I hope to see you during the live stream tomorrow, you guys.